What's a good word, everyone? I'm Kenny Varner, the owner of SportsBooks.com. We're here to preview the Oklahoma Sooners. Are they going to be on the struggle bus this year? Are they going to be a top 20 team? Well, from the win total, it looks like they're going to be on the struggle bus. Over 7.5 is minus 125. Under 7.5 minus 105 at BetOnline. That means, and it's about a pick 'em either way. So the juice is limited, but under 7.5 means they get 5 losses. Woo! I'm not really a fan of Coach Venables. Now they got a new offensive coordinator coming in. The quarterback Jackson Arnold is a question in my book. So as we get to Oklahoma, it's going to be interesting to see how their schedule plays out also. Before we get to all that, sportshatballs.com is the name of my site. We have sports pick packages, the college and NFL combo for the price of a couple of bets is the best deal because when you get college and pro together, we're going to give you the rest of what we bet absolutely free from today through the Super Bowl. We already have 2 bets up, too. One on the Hall of Fame game, August 1st. Really like that one. And then we have another one before the number moves that we like in the NFL in the regular season. So, I ask you to, when you want to see all these videos, we're doing every Power 5, Power 4 team, go to my YouTube channel. We'll have it linked on YouTube. So I recommend going to that. So, what do we got with Oklahoma here? We got the question at quarterback. Now, I think he can take another step, and as the wide receiver core is talented, it always is talented all over the place. But we have huge, huge questions with that offensive line. Arnold's going to be, is he going to be running for his life, or is he just going to have to really use his feet more than we really would like him to? The running backs have questions. I don't look at that as much of a question with the talent that Oklahoma's going to bring in compared to the offensive line depth issues, what they must have. The defense has been awful for a while now, and you could say they got some help in the portal. I want to see it first because I'll watch a game and they'll be okay on defense, fine on defense, fine on defense. Then you look back and they've let up 30 points, 27 points. This is just a team that I don't have trust in. I don't like their coach. The coach quarterback combo is not up there. And when you have a defense that's been proven to be below average at the Big 12 level, maybe these SEC offenses don't take advantage, but I think they do. So can they get the 5 losses if you want the under on this team? Well, let's look at their schedule. They start with Temple, who has a national championship runner-up quarterback. Yeah, from my Montana Grizzlies, McDowell. Now, the thing about this kid, I think you punch him in the mouth and you might be able to make him quit. He did not do that at Montana. He never quit. He was always he was a little hurt for the national title game, and that didn't help. Maybe things would have went different for that, but I think he could be. This kid could be a little bit fragile. The reason I talk about this kid from Temple, the quarterback, is McDowell tested the FCS waters. He went to a low FCS team from Montana, then came back to Montana, and I think it was very telling that the Montana Grizzlies voted no to take him back, and so he went to Temple. But Oklahoma should not have a problem in game 1. Sometimes you got to go on a tangent because football is just awesome. All right, then Houston. Houston's going to be a down year. They're in a world of flux, and so this is one that maybe a couple years ago you're like, better watch out for this one. Not this year. Same with Tulane. Pratt is gone. The whole team quit last year in the last couple of games. Will they be sky high for this? Yes, but I think the talent level is down from when Pratt was there. So, if they're not 3-0, and if they're letting up 24 points to these types of teams, then that's going to be a red flag. If they let 3 touchdowns to any of these teams, that's going to be a bright red flag um, as they head into Tennessee. There you go. There's your first one. Home against Tennessee, then at Auburn. We call that a week sandwich because it's Tennessee, then at Auburn, week off, and then Texas. So I don't really even call it a sandwich at Auburn. I think that's the Oklahoma level this year. Another teeter-totter. Tennessee, I would not be confident that Oklahoma is going to slow down Tennessee. And when you look at some of these matchups, sometimes you just want to take the better defense, and Oklahoma's not going to be saying that too much in any of these games. I think their offense will be fine to give up to score some points, so I might put this as an over team in terms of betting week to week. There could be points in their games. So Tennessee, and then they're at Auburn, then they're off, and then they got Dallas, they play Texas. And the underdog has done fine in this series plenty of times, whether it's been Texas or Oklahoma. So it's always hard to tell, but this is one where Texas has the supreme advantage. I think they're a top 5 team, at least a top 10 team. They're going to battle for the SEC title, have a shot at it. So I think that could be trouble. Then a true sandwich game is the home game against South Carolina. Now, this is an average, very average South Carolina team, if that. But again, if their defense lets up points, gives confidence, this is one where I would not give the points because after Texas, they have this one with South Carolina, and then they go at Ole Miss, who's looking great this year as a top 6 team. And not only do they have to go to Ole Miss has 2 weeks to prepare for Oklahoma. And even if Oklahoma's down, even if they're 3-2 going into this game, or 5-2 going into this game, it's going to be a big game for Ole Miss. They're looking for playoffs. They're looking for an SEC title. They're looking to. They will not overlook the name of Oklahoma. And then they come home from Maine again. Okay, we always talk about FCS teams. Not a good one. And then they go to Mizzou. So you could put Maine as a sandwich spot. If this was like Louisiana Monroe or something, if this was like an FBS team, you could circle that, but there won't be a real point spread on that. So they go to Missouri. We thought, we have videos on Missouri on our YouTube channel that I think this team is going to be better than Oklahoma. Then they're off, and then they end the season. So they end the season at Missouri, who's number 8 the preseason. Then they're off. Then they're at Bama and at LSU. This is not a great way to end the season. Here's their last 5 games. Not as bad as Florida's, but might be second best. At Ole Miss, home for Maine, then at Mizzou, at Bama, at LSU. This team better get some confidence somewhere. If they can beat a Texas, if they can beat a Tennessee. Just one of them. You're going to beat. So, is there 5 losses in this schedule? At LSU, at Bama, at Missouri, at Ole Miss, Texas, at Auburn. There's plenty of chances to get to 5 losses. I would not want to take this team to win 8 games this year with this schedule, with the question marks they have right now. The thing you got to do when you're sports betting, though, is if you're proven wrong, you're proven wrong. They beat Tennessee. They're 5-0 going into the Texas game and play competitive, even if they don't win. You can step back and go, okay, readjust. It's not about being right or wrong now. It's being right or wrong when you make your bets. And right now, I think the best betting angle for Oklahoma would be the over at this point. Will they adjust? Will the odds makers adjust as they go along? Probably. But right now, as of the end of July, early August, I would look at betting their games over. I would not take their win total over. That's how I would put Oklahoma. I'm not a fan of Venables. I'm not a fan of the quarterback. I love their receivers. And their defense is going to have to prove it sooner or later. So that's what we got. Now, sportsbooks.com, we have sports packages. Of course, it's football season. And getting in now is a great key. We already have the Hall of Fame game. We love this pick. We think the number we're getting. Well, you'll get that. You'll get my sports picks with analysis when you pick up any package out there, whatever works for you. So now subscribe to the YouTube channel because that's where content just keeps flowing up. My package deal, sportsbooks.com is the site. Check out my psychology videos. Check out my money management video on sportsbooks.com also. And we'll see you in the next video. And let's make money.